feature.
Hanging out with Clement
on 702.
Let's walk the talk.
And today we are hanging out with gospel artist Jabu Hlongwane, also one of the co-founders of Joyous Celebration, someone who's celebrating about 30 years in the industry. Mr. Hlongwane, thank you so much for making time for us. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
30 years in the industry.
Yeah.
I was, how old? 5 years old. 5 years old when you started this thing, and you're still here.
Yeah.
How have you done that?
Well, I think it's loving what you do and not doing it for money.
Oh, yeah? I thought we also do it for money.
No.
While we love it.
Yeah, when you do what you love and give it 100%, money comes.
So you don't have to necessarily work for money because you're loving it and you're doing it 100%.
Yes.
That just flows.
Yeah, even if there was no money, you would do it.
Yeah.
Then that's your calling, basically. So for instance, I come from a background of academics. I was a lecturer at college. So I was making my money there and in other places. So music I was doing just because I love it. Even at a time where it was not making money for me, it was not an issue because I was making money elsewhere.
Yeah.
Until it decided to make money.
Yeah, and
so
you didn't have
left.
to teach. You abandoned teaching.
I resigned, so I went into music.
Yeah. Have you always wanted to get into music? How did it work out for you? Are you from a musical family? How were you introduced to music as a passion and as a first love?
I never imagined I would be music first, but I also didn't want to be music. I was interested in the academics and other things.
Yeah.
So, but music came into my space and grabbed me, dragged me out of that space into its own space. How it started is that we moved from Joburg. I was born in Soweto, in Dlamini, grew up there. And in 1976, my father, who was a policeman, took us to KZN. In KZN, I was so bored because we landed in a place where there was no activity at all. We saw a car once or twice a day.
Where's this place in KZN?
It was called Ntseleni.
Ntseleni.
Yes, a township. But there was nothing happening there. We were bored. So there was a next door neighbor who had a guitar. So he used to play guitar. So we would go to him and chat with him, and then he taught us a few chords on the guitar. So we started singing with my younger brother and sister. And then there was a church nearby, Lutheran church. We went there and asked to sing, and we sang, and they said, that was nice, you must come back. So we were regulars there. And also if there's a wedding or a funeral, we would ask to sing, because we were bored. So that's how it started.
How did your dad and, in fact, your parents feel about that? Because from already at that young age, they can see this interest in music. Were they not concerned that this little boy is going to grow up and want to get into music and we want him to go to school?
No.
And be an academic?
Not really. I don't think they cared much about that because there was nothing happening. We were doing it maybe after school or weekends and stuff. So it wasn't taking much of our time. We were not musicians. We were just singing.
Yeah.
And it didn't take much of our time from anything that we needed to do.
Yeah.
So it was, when they talk about, whatever that is.
Doesn't God work in mysterious ways? I mean, you move to KwaZulu-Natal and suddenly there's a neighbor who plays a guitar.
Absolutely. It's amazing. Because I learned many principles along the way in my life. One of the principles that I've learned is that normally what brings you to a place is not what you came for in the place. Which means I'm doing this interview, but the biggest thing about this interview is not about the interview. Maybe it's about somebody that's listening somewhere in some corner.
Or someone you met at the parking lot.
Maybe somebody was chatting to now. That will connect to where I'm supposed to go as a person. So I've learned that, and then it helped me to then take everything seriously. Even things that don't look like they matter, to give them 100%. For instance, if I meet somebody at the mall and they want to talk about whatever, I give them 100% because I don't know what God is doing in that space. So that's what I learned growing up in these experiences you're mentioning.
How was it, though, going into teaching? Is it something you enjoyed?
Yeah. Teaching, I didn't know that I would enjoy. I went to universities to study law. And when first year, you meet other students and everybody's talking and we are all new.
Yeah.
And others are, no, it's very difficult. No, others are saying, no, get into this field because of this and that or the other. So I was convinced to get into education because they said there are bursaries there. So I registered and I studied education. And indeed, I got the bursaries. So until I finished my 4 years. But I then registered for communications. I majored in communication science and also English and education.
Yes, Columbus Lu. Usifundile kahle. Okay, so I want us to play some of your favorite songs because you're a musical person yourself.
Yep.
And I saw that, in fact, in the songs you've given us, none of them are yours. I was like, this guy's been in the industry for 30 years. Not a single song. So what I've done is add some of your songs.
I wonder which one.
On your list.
Okay.
And these are the songs that I know the listeners will appreciate. But we'll get to them later on.
Okay.
I want to play Simpiwe Dana now Vukani because it's one of your favorite songs. Tell me why this is so special for you.
It's the... I'm more of... I love songwriting and production more than singing. I like an idea and how it builds into something else, you know. That song for me, it blew my mind when Simpiwe released that album because that song does not sit anywhere in categories of how we box our music.
Jazz,
You understand?
Afro-soul, or...
Particularly South African jazz or South African whatever. I mean, the groove in that song, that sits, it sits straight there, and Simpiwe weaves this thing with her voice, and it's an amazing song. The construction of the song, that amazes me even today. For me, she has never done anything like that.
Like that before. Well, here's Vukani by Simpiwe Dana. Okay, it is good. and I pick up
There's a monotonous bass.
Yeah, and it's just consistent from the beginning to the end.
And what excites me is when she breaks into a jazzy thing.
Yes.
Reminds me of Sting.
Yeah.
Englishman in New York, and then it goes back to that monotonous bass. It's amazing.
So how are you more? You said you actually enjoy the writing and the producing aspects more than the singing.
Yeah.
But where do you think your gift lies?
I think it's in the writing and production.
Yeah.
More than the singing.
Yeah.
I'm not a great singer.
So you say, but other people think.
Oh no, I'm not.
Yeah.
I know. I'm not. They're great singers.
Yeah.
Amazing singers whose craft is based on the voice. My craft is not based on the voice. It's based on the song.
But there's something I've realized, and I had a debate with a friend of mine about what constitutes a great singer, because there are certain people who are vocally gifted.
Yeah.
They can go high, but there's no soul.
Yeah.
And you listen to their music, it doesn't touch you.
Yeah.
It's frivolous.
Yeah.
I feel, and I normally define that as it has no heart.
Yeah.
And then you've got someone who may not be the most vocally gifted, but when they hold that mic, the heavens fall. The proverbial ish hits the fan.
Yeah. I think it's subjective.
Yeah.
It depends who's the consumer.
Yeah.
What appeals to them. You understand? Because for me, the bass and the kick, the drum speaks. I listen first to the drum when I listen to the song. It's the drum and the bass.
Yeah.
And then the melody sits on top of that. So in terms of voices, for instance, if you take your Brenda Mtambo,
yes,
or you take Loyiso, they can sing with no instrument, but they can capture you.
Yeah.
So their gift is based on the voice.
Yeah.
But if you take me, for instance, and have me sing with no instrument, you may listen, but I don't have that thing
that's gonna capture you.
You
like
understand?
that.
Without any I need instrument, I need the music, I need the song to carry me.
You need an enhancer.
You understand? One of my
Something
favorites.
to enhance.
One of the favorite singers I love is also it's Brenda Mtambo, it's Loyiso, and then Red. She changes her names. Thandiso is one of my all-time favorites. Their voices are rich and they are stable and they talk to you without instrument.
Yeah.
So they can add a guitar only, it can work. They can add keyboards, also can work. They can remove everything, it can work.
Yeah. How do you produce the music? And when you come up with a song, does it start with a melody? Do you write the lyrics first, or like there's a song and then you write, I want to write about this.
Yeah.
And then you create a melody.
Yeah.
Or is there like a thing that just like dush, 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 and then you start thinking, okay, I need to write to this melody?
It depends. Sometimes it's a melody, and sometimes it's just lyrics. For instance, the song I'm writing, I heard somebody talking about "Remember Me." I took just that. I'm going to build on that. Sometimes it's a melody that comes from maybe a teaspoon drops. It creates ding dang gang.
And then you think then I can make a song
from that? Yeah, it becomes a song. Or,
I love it.
Or sometimes it's a whole song that comes. For instance, there's a song I've released that says "Sihlezi Kahle," my latest album. That song came the whole song. Melody, rhythm, lyrics just came like that.
Yes, it is.
Some come like that, but others come in bits and pieces. My phone is full of these bits and pieces.
Yeah.
So when I create music, then I go to the phone and retrieve and work on that.
Yeah.
If you say I should write you a song, I can't. I can only go to the archive and see what is there. But if you write me a song about peace, I don't know where to start. I've never written songs like that.
I've always wondered why artists, songwriters, producers have songs in archive. Like, because you'll have someone release an album and say, these are songs I wrote when I was in varsity.
Yeah.
Or when I was going through something 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, why are they being released now? Because sometimes you release an album, but you don't release all the songs you have in your catalog.
Absolutely.
Or archive.
Yeah. As an artist, your job is to archive where you're at. For instance, if I'm going through pain, then I get an inspiration to write a song. But I'm not writing it in order to release it. I'm expressing myself as per where I am now. So when I go back to the archives, I go look what I had. And songs, for instance, I wrote a song that says, "Oh, hallelujah," only that. And then later, some years later, I wrote a piece that says, "Masimbonge simtumise." That, leave it there and go on with my life. So when I went to the archives, I took "Oh Hallelujah" and Masimbonge created a song. So they sit there, I go refer to them. Sometimes I go to the archives, but I'm not inspired to take anything. So I write something new. Or I go ask for songs from other songwriters. Yeah.
What do you think are some of your important highlights over the last 30 years in this industry? I mean, I would imagine Joyous Celebration. I mean, that's an important thing as the co-founder. Would you say that's probably the biggest highlight of your career in the last 30 years?
It's an aspect of my life that lasted longer than others, but not necessarily joyous, but what was happening in Joyous. The lives of individuals that came with just a dream or a gift, seeing those little young people that come and then walk with them until they find their ground and become fully fledged artists. You see that happens underneath what people see. Because others come, they can't speak English. Others, they come thinking they know stuff. Others come knowing stuff, not knowing that they know stuff. So walking with them to reveal who they are, that's the biggest thing.
Like a discovery of sorts.
Yes.
I do remember, I mean, I never used to miss a Joyous Celebration concert. As you age. That's 1,000 things to do now. So sometimes I miss some of them.
You're still young, man.
And I remember every time there would be someone who gets on stage and kills a song, I used to think, that person is going to be a star. That's because Joyous Celebration has created that expectation. You've transformed the lives of artists. Like artists who came so young. Like I think of Abontoroso. I mean, how old was she when she joined? How old was Mahalia?
Thokoza was around.
Even their voices
15.
were different. They were so young at the time.
You understand? Thokoza was 15, 16 or so. She's celebrating today. It's her birthday, actually.
Yeah?
She's 40 years.
Oh, my goodness. But seeing that journey, I mean, that must mean something to you as the founders of this platform that transforms the lives of people and makes their dreams come true.
It's a humbling experience to look back into, because there is nothing in you as a person that really prepares you for that. If God trusts you to walk with a person until they become the best of themselves, it's a responsibility that is humbling. So when I sit at home and I watch, for instance, Clement Manyathela just sold out not long ago, sold out the ICC in Durban, 2 shows sold out. Clement Manyathela comes from KZN, where I'm from also, and I remember the first time she came to Joyous. And
did she apply for a job?
No.
She was discovered.
She was discovered, but the music director, Sia, is cousin to Xoli. So Sia's like, hey, I have a cousin of mine that sings.
Yeah.
So she came in through that. Others come from, there's, for instance, Nozipo Piri, who also comes from KZN. Nozipo came to the auditions, and I auditioned her. She was like, she didn't look like she has it in her, but she easily delivered amazingly. Today, she has a career. She has launched an album of her own, recorded live. This is the amazing thing to see these kids from where they come from, and others, where they actually come. I mean, I'm the one that would go to their homes. And there's one, for instance, I went to her home in Tuba. She was in the fields with Ikeja, working full of dust and stuff.
Yeah.
So I drove all the way to meet her there. She was like shocked. So I remember now when they stand on stage and those lights, I remember that day. So those are the most amazing experiences and highlights in my journey in music.
Does it not break your heart when they are ready to leave? Because you are excited for them, of course, because you don't want to hog them, and they must be with Joyce until they're 80 years old. You want them to flourish. But at the same time, this is a talent you have crafted, and you probably would still want another 3 years with them. Like, how do you deal with that contradiction of feelings? You're excited for them, you want them to go out to the world and be successful, but also you're like, you're leaving us.
No, I'm the guy that tells them, you gotta leave now.
Yeah?
They have to leave. Even when they come in, I tell them, you have to leave, because you are coming in because somebody left. It doesn't break. I want them to leave. There is no one who has ever become whatever they're supposed to become without leaving.
Yeah.
You, as I talk to you now, your brilliance, who you're supposed to become, is not here. At some stage, you need to leave in order for you to get to where you're supposed to go. So that is why a lot of people, when something they are doing is nice, maybe they're getting paid and they get recognition or status, whatever, they want to stay forever there. And there is no way you can stay forever and become what you're supposed to become. In reality, your brilliance. Your brilliance is never where you are. Your brilliance is out there. So I give them 2 years, 3 years. After like 3 years or so, I'm like, you gotta go. At their height. Because others want to, because it's obvious. They come in here, a lot of them have never been to a hotel. They've never flew on a flight. They've never been on the lights and popularity and stuff. They don't want to leave. And when you come out of Joyous, actually, I teach them that. You start from zero. You just have experience we've given you, but you start from zero, establishing your own brand. The sooner you leave, the better. And if you stay for too long, you struggle to extricate yourself from the big brand. Because at the end of the day, you are not Joyous. You need to establish your own brand. So I don't have that crisis.
No, that's great. It's 10:32.
Hanging out with Clement
on 702.
Let's walk the talk.
21 minutes before 11 o'clock, we're hanging out with Jabu Hlongwane this morning, gospel artist, co-founder of Joyous Celebration, who's celebrating 30 years in the industry this year. There is a song that is being requested of yours. As I said to you, I edit songs because I know listeners. They always, when I'm hosting legends here, they always want to also hear their songs. There's a song that's being requested, and I wonder what you think it is. There's one that is,
Sure.
most people are asking for it. It's probably one of the most popular songs you've done. What do you think?
I don't know, man, but these days people like the new one, Sitlezi Kahle.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And then from the past, what do you think they like?
From the past, it depends.
What song have you done that's made people go crazy?
I have no idea.
Huh? You don't think there's a race? Was a popular song?
It was actually, but that was on the other side, way back.
Yeah, but that's still a song people love to today.
You see, when people like more than one song,
Yeah.
you get confused which one is the song. So,
And whenever I host artists on this show, I always ask them about whether because I once had an artist who said sometimes they get hurt that their fans love their old music. And they keep on releasing new music. And whenever they perform, the fans are not saying, sing us the new music.
yeah,
They say, sing us the
that's how they are. Because, there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
Because those songs remind them of where they were when that song hit.
Yeah.
So people always want to go back to the comfort space they know.
Yeah.
So when you sing that song,
Yeah.
they then go back there and enjoy it. So that's the reason.
Well, some want to enjoy There Is a Race this morning, so
Okay.
let's take them down memory lane. Oh man, what a song, what a song. Let's go to your WhatsApps on 0727021702.
Clement, hi. You have one of my elders there. When I was growing up, I actually grew up under him and my late elder cousin, Tamim Zimela, who was a photographer at the University of Zululand. So that's how I actually got to meet Uput Jabu when I was growing up as Kawini. Yeah, man. Very happy to see that he's still very much alive and active.
Hi, good morning, Clement. I just wanted to state that years back, around year 2004 and 5, I used to be a cashier at Steers in Woodlands Mall. And sometimes after their church service at Woodlands Church, he would come in to order the regular Steers ribs, and he is such a calm soul. He will greet you quietly and sit down quietly, mannered, waiting to be served. And when you serve him, he was such a humble soul. He would speak less and listen more, and focus on the manner you serve him. I mean, that was amazing to meet him at that time, but unfortunately, I was very shy to even say something to him.
Hi, Clement and the team. My question to your guest is with regard to auditions. Do you believe that auditions are the right platforms to identify talent or to discover talent? Or we need to find other ways to find or to discover talent? Why I'm asking this is that sometimes you may find out that a person is talented, but there is a stage and then there is preparation. So we may end up discarding a person who is more talented, but unfortunately there were other variables that triggered the judges to discard that person. David.
Yeah, thank you, David, for your question. Do you still order your regular ribs?
Nah, yeah, man. No, it depends.
If you feel like them.
Yes.
I think David's question is important because, I'm shy myself. If you put me on stage and you said, sing now, as great of a singer I may be, I'm not going to give you my best in that time because I'm scared.
Yeah.
So how do you manage that? Because sometimes you say sing and someone messes it up, but actually it's not that they're not good. It's that maybe they had a stage fright or something.
Yeah, it depends on what you're looking for. The music is done in public in terms of performance. So if you freeze in public, then there's work that needs to be done in order for your talent to sit on a composed person. Sometimes we can see that you got talent even if you freeze. So the question is, are auditions the best way of finding out? It depends on the ability of the person that is conducting the auditions. If they can actually see, even if you freeze, or they can see if you have sometimes we say, no, just go out and take a little break, we'll come back. Or sometimes here's water, or sometimes I crack a joke, just to help them to do that. So, because we don't want a person that is the best. We are looking for that flicker, that flame. We will work on that. So you might not be the best in terms of auditions, but we will see what we can work with.
10 minutes before 11 o'clock. More of your calls and WhatsApps after.
Hanging out with Clement
on 702.
Let's walk the talk.
7 minutes before 11 o'clock, we're about to wrap up our conversation with Jabu Hlongwane. Danisilo on the WhatsApp line says, hi Clement and the team. Jabu, I will come to your singing in a moment, but I want to start with your dress code, Budwami. From top to bottom, your ties with your matching shoes or shoes with matching shirts, and then you throw in your suits and seal it with your beautiful gospel music. We are bulala. Do you have like a stylist? I mean, your suits are always top notch.
I don't have a stylist.
Keep a wardrobe.
Tata nje hlanganisa.
Uhlanganisa kahle. That's what Dennis says. Uhlanganisa kahle. Here are some more WhatsApp voice notes on 072-702-1702.
Hey, good morning, Clement. Good morning, Clement and Jabu Hlongwane in the studio. Hey, it's Donald, man. I'm in Tembisa right now. Hey, I'm listening to that song, man. Every time I listen to that song, man, it always reminds me that there's a race I must run. There's always reminds me that I shouldn't give up in life. So there's a race I must run. I like that song. Great show, Clement and your team. Great show indeed.
Clement, the best song of all times. The best song of all time, Clement. Thank you.
Hey, Clement, great show. You got a legend there. I think I met Babu Jabu Hlongwane this weekend at Spa. We were somewhere trying to get food together, and I said to him, I'm a 50-year-old male that has been waiting for many, many years for a moment like that. And let me tell you, what an accessible person, very loving, such positive energy. He's not, like most people that would want to, act up and something like that. And I appreciate that moment. It was a beautiful moment for me. Thank you, Simon in Veldefield Park.
Beautiful, beautiful. Sure. I have to play another song before we wrap up. Okay. Who do you prefer between Muni Long and Loyiso? And there's John Legend as well?
We got to go local.
Yeah.
Loyiso. Yeah.
Okay, here's Loyiso. Lonely Without You.